Thread is what? So what are threads? Let us understand the concept in details. Thread is called as the, like before going to the thread, you just see the example. Here a game we design, battlefield game. So when this explosion is happened, at the same time what happens? See there, if you notice here, at the same time explosion is there, there is smoke is appear, and as well as your house is disappear. At a time multiple work is performed. Okay, so this is nothing but it is called as a thread. Till now, what are the program you design? It is in a single process. Like if you want to add a number, if you take an example, if you add the two number, first it is asking you enter first number, then press enter second number. Then when you press the enter, then it is giving you the result. In that same time, if you do the other work, it is not performing any kind of, it is not giving any output. Okay, so thread is helping you simultaneously you do the do the multiple work. You can say like when you open a word, okay, so when you open a MS Word, at the time of typing, it counts the number of words you type, as well as it counts the number of line you have written. So at same time, all the action is performed. Like number is counted, number of words are counted, number of letters are counted, number of lines are counted. So all are happen in the same time. That is nothing but it is a sub program. Okay, so in a program, lot of sub processes happen. We are living our life. In our internal part of the body, lot of things happen. We take the food, okay, which seems like tasty, we take it, but after taking this tasty food, what is happened with us, or what is happened inside our body? So that is called as a sub process. It is happen automatically. You are breathing, so when you're breathing, the like blood is circulated, you are unaware of that, but in same time in our body lot of function is happening. Okay, we are breathing, and if we take any food, it is digested. If we drink the water, it is what mixed with our body. A lot of things is happening in a single second. If you call us your body is a program, in your body lot of sub programs are working: breathing, digestion. Okay, so it is the blood circulation. Okay, so our body is also working in a thread system process. Thread is a basic unit to which an operating system allocate the processor timing. Operating system allocating the processor timing. Thread is an independent execution path within a program. Okay, thread is an independent execution path within a program. You can perform multiple tasks at the same time by using thread in the program. Okay, at a time you can perform the multiple work. A process that is execute using one thread is known as single threaded process. Okay, Single threaded process means at a time only one work is performed. That is called the single threaded process. Multi-threaded process means at a time multiple work are processed. So again I explain it. Thread is a basic unit to which an operating system allocate the processor timing. Operating system allocate the processor timing, which process will happen in which time. You are not having any control about your breathing. You are not having any control about your blood circulation. It is happened. You cannot control it. You cannot say that I have to stop the flow of blood inside my hand or inside my leg. It is happened. Similar way, in a program, the sub-program is continuously it is working. Like see that, like I'm taking a class, okay, through the Zoom. Okay, so you know that it is limited with the 40 minutes if it is free. Okay, so now I'm taking the class flawlessly, but behind that it is not showing any timing. But when 30 minutes pass, then it is notifying you. The 10 minute is going to the over. So it is notifying the host. Okay, so we're taking classes, we're in the Zoom platform, and behind that the time is also ticking and counting that when the time is over, then it is going to the stop, or it is stop the free session. See that in the Zoom, if you take an application in that particular timing, a lot of things happen. I'm taking the meeting. I'm hosting you. I'm interacting with you. At the same time, the things are recorded. At the same time, if I ask some question, you enable your speaker, enable the video, and you have to talk with me. So a lot of processes happen in a single program. I just open the Zoom. But in the Zoom, what is happening? Where we're doing the video calling, we are I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, so in one application, I perform a lot of work. Similar way, that one example I have given, when one application is open, okay, so if a application is open, then at the same time when you open one application, at the same time lot of processes happen. So I show you it in diagrammatically, then you can understand it. Let me open it again. Okay, so just I show you here one diagram. Suppose I open any application in my operating system, this one, XYZ anything. Suppose I open WhatsApp. In the WhatsApp, what are the program is working? Like chatting system. For chatting, one process is there. At the same time, somebody is sending me. I am chatting with somebody. Behind that, another person is giving some message. Okay, like some picture or some like audio file the person is sending me. Then that is also downloaded. Okay, so I'm chatting here. My file is downloaded here, and one person is chat with me as a group. So WhatsApp is taking suppose 10 MB of memory. Suppose when I open WhatsApp, it takes the 10 MB, 10 MB of RAM, not hard disk. So in the ROM already it is in the ROM already it is installed. But here when I open the application, it is taking the 10 MB of RAM. So when I do the chatting, it is not taking more space. It is within that space because it takes the RAM, and the chatting, downloading, group chatting or video calling are just divide this memory. This 10 MB is divided between the sub process. Sub process is not taking any extra memory. Sub process is divide that memory. It is a sub process. Within the process, we're using sub process. They are just using sharing this memory. They're not taking extra memory. So this sub process is called as what? Thread. You are not having any control. Thread is called as the independent path execution within a program. That means what? If your mobile operating system is a process, if you're chatting somebody, do you have control if somebody is calling to you that you have to deny because I am chatting with someone, so you don't call me? You are not having any control. Calling is one process, chatting is one process. So which process, when it is executed, is not controlled by the user because they are independent path execution within a program. They have to execute. So next is in a program you can use multiple subprogram. Thread is a basic unit to which operating system is giving a processor timing. You can perform multiple tasks at the same time by using thread. A process that is executed using one thread is known as a single threaded process. A process that creates two or more thread is called as the multi-threaded process. Okay, so it is called as a multi-threaded process. At a time, multiple work is performed. This is called the multi-threaded process. So now what are the application we're using? It is not single threaded. Okay, so every application that now we are using, it is a multi-threaded process. Earlier the application are present as single threaded, but the application that we are using today all are multi-threaded application. In single threaded system, an approach called event loop with pooling is used. Event loop with pooling. In a single threaded system, an event loop with pooling is used. So what it means? Suppose now this pooling is used in our daily life. Okay, so when you know that when the first unlock is happen, okay, so the malls are not allowing all the people to enter one time. So you found that the peoples are stand in a queue, and on the basis of 5-10 people are allowed to go at a time. After they back, then again they allow for the 10 people. That is called the pooling. Pooling means A single process in pooling is the process in which single event is executed at a time. At a time, only 10 people are work. After they finish their work, then other people are coming. I think your generation, you are when you are going to any party, you see that there is a buffet system is there. Buffet system, what is the benefit? In your time, you go and you take the meal and back to your home. But earlier it is not happening. Okay, the organizer arrange the seat. You go to there on time. Some people are in the first batch. If you are in the second batch, you have to wait. Waiting area is there or waiting seats are there. So you have to sit over there. Then first batch is over. Then you have to go in other second batch, having chance to get the food. That means what? If one batch is start to eat, another batch is not having chance to getting a food till their food is not over, or people are not come out from the hall. So pooling is like that. It is a process in which the single event is executed at a time. In the event loop with pooling approach, a single thread runs in an infinite loop till its operation is completed. Okay, in the event loop with pooling approach, a single thread runs in an infinite loop. Single thread is running in an infinite loop till its operation is completed. You don't know, means when you are inviting the people for eating, you don't know when they finish their food. So this process is continue infinitely. Till that process is not complete, the another batch is not having chance to take the food over there. So this process is called the infinite loop. When the operation is completed, the event loop send the control to the appropriate event handler. So when the first batch is taking their food, then second batch is having a chance to eat. It is happen in your college also, college classes. If one batch is not over, suppose you have some time. Okay, suppose teacher is taking some extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes till the teacher is not come out from the classroom, then other students are not allowed to enter to the room. So it's saying that when the operating system operation is completed, the event loop send the control to the appropriate event handler. So that we're using multi-threading. Multi-threading is what? Multi-threading is used in the software that requires more user interaction. It requires a quick response to the user activity. Okay, so multi-threading is used in the software that require more user interaction. It requires the quick response to the user activity. Okay, so why we're using multi-thread application? Because if you want to work simultaneously, okay, so multi-thread is required, means buffet system is required. There is no waiting time is there. When you come, you have the chance, you got your food and you go. So it is used in the software that require more user interaction. So if you are using multi-threading process, then you are able to gather or catch or you interact with the multiple people. It requires quick response to the user activity. Okay, so these are about your looping. Okay, sorry, about your thread, basic concept. Till now it is what? Any doubt you have in this part? Abhimanyu, Jayashree, Smriti.
Sir, how can we generally use trading? So there will be a general purpose of the trading.
In operating system, you can take the example of your operating system. Your operating system is completely on the thread based program. Okay, so I just give an example. Have you given any online exam?
Yes, sir.
So when this application has opened, is it allow you to interact with the other browser?
No, sir.
So that is called as a single threaded process. Means when you open the application, it is not allow you to interact with the other application till you are not end or submit your exam. So it makes whole system as a single threaded process. But after giving an exam, at the time of writing anything in the WordPad, you can listen the music. Okay, so that is a multi-threading application. At a time, multiple work you can perform. It is just an example that I have given, that I just giving example by taking the operating system as a one process. But if you take a word, in between also some sub process is working. Like in real life, if you create a software for this online exam system, student are giving the exam and simultaneously, means in one page lot of work is happening. Time is going on, time is counting. Okay, for one question, how many time? Like 5 seconds, it is over. Then you have to go to the next page. So time is ticking. You have to click on the button. Then you have to go to the next page. When you go to the next page, another process is start. Then time is again counting. So in single page, lot of things is happening. When you want to watch the cricket match live score from Crickboards or like any website of the cricket, so automatically the page is refreshed. Some part the score is updated, some part it flashes the latest news, or some part it flashes the runs per the balls. So simultaneously all the work is happening. Okay, so it is a sub program. So you have to integrate all sub program into a main program. Okay, it is a modular program. Modular program are integrated. Not modular program, you can say it is a sub program. It is a part of the program. But they are independent. They are not dependent to each other. Timing, it is one program. Okay, you have to give a exam. It is a one part. So all parts are different from each other. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, how you have to use it is in practical basis, means why you are using thread and how you have to implement in your program. Application code can execute in a single threaded or multi-threaded environment. Single threaded applications are slower due to the performance bottleneck. Performance bottleneck should be avoided for the program to execute first. Okay, why you are using thread? Application code execute in a single threaded or multi-threaded environment. Single threaded application are slower due to the performance bottlenecks. Bottleneck is what? If you if I show the example, if you notice here, this bottle, its container is bigger, but when you drink the water, its mouth is what? The mouth is very narrow than the container. Okay, if this mouth is not present, if you keep the water or power the water, if you what take the water from a tap with a bucket and within the bottle, so in a bucket you can get the water very easily. If you draw the water from a well through the bucket, you can easily draw the water. But if you take this bottle and draw the water from the well, it maybe take lots of time. Okay, if I caught this part, okay, if I caught this part, then I easily store the water and easily get the water in very fast. Okay, so when you are using a application code can execute at a time. Application absorb lot of requests. But
You are not audible. Yes, sir. Slightly low, sir.
think that when you are using any application, in your application,
Sir, you are not audible.
that is happening. Hello.
Yes,
Now,
sir. The voice is low, so now it's okay.
so it's saying that like when you are open any application code execute any.
Sir, voice break होची.
Just a minute, I just adjust my microphone. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Now it's fine, sir. Fine, sir.
So I just discuss about like when you are using any application, the work of application is what night adopt all the requests at a time. Okay, it will listen all the requests at a time, but what process only one request. Single threaded application are slower due to the performance bottleneck. Performance bottleneck should be avoided for program to execute fast. Performance bottleneck should be avoided for program to execute fast. So some of the bottleneck include, what are the actually bottleneck? Resource contention. It's just like that you book ticket for a movie, your movie is over, but you are not left the place. Other people are waiting. You are going to the restaurant, after your food is over, then you are unnecessarily gossiping with your friends. The other people is not having chance to sit over there. That is called the resource contention. Means resource is available, but it is not applicable for you, but you unnecessarily occupied it. The similar way, in a program also, sometimes unnecessarily means after working the word or after when I open any application, if my work has finished, if I am not closing it, then unnecessarily it is taking the memory, and if you do other work, it hamper the performance of other application. So that is called the resource contention. Blocking IO operation, input output operation, blocking IO operation means at a time you can only read or write, means only one work you have to perform. You have to block it. Underutilization of CPU. Okay, so this, suppose this bottle will take the 1 liter of water, but I just keep it 1 glass of water. Then if another person work, again I go and fill up the water for 1 glass. So why in one time I am not fill up 1 liter of water, so that it fill up the 2 glasses? It is called the underutilization of CPU. I have the capacity, but I am not taking full water in this bottle. So sometimes happen that underutilization of CPU, it is happen. Like we are using a program, but we have the capacity of high processor, but we're not fully utilize it. So for all this bottleneck, multi-threading enable to avoid this potential bottleneck. So by using multi-threading process, we avoid these bottlenecks. Okay, so types of task schedule for execution. Process is what? Now it is a area of memory that contain both code and data. It has a thread of execution. Okay, so process is what? That is a area of memory that contain both code and data. So both code and data is present in a process. Process means what? You open a word. Word is taking a memory in the RAM, in the computer memory. Thread is what? It is taking it share the memory of the word. It is not taking the memory of the word. Another memory it will not take. Suppose if you open the word, in the word, what are the sub processes happen? It is just share the memory that is already occupied by the word application. So thread is enable the scheduled execution of the process. It is not taking the extra process, or it is not taking memory. For a process, it share the same data memory, may follow the different paths. Okay. So this is the difference between process and thread. Process means your application, and thread means the sub process that is working. It is not taking the extra memory as like the process. So for implementing thread in your application, we're using thread class. It is used to create and start the thread. Okay, so thread class, or by using a runnable interface. In the two way, we're implementing the thread. By extend the thread class, or by implement a runnable interface. Okay, in the two way we implement the thread. Okay. So in next class, we will discuss how it is actually working, how you have to implement this thread program. Okay. Hello. Good night.